Hi, kindergarten. I just wanted to come to today to go over some of our sight words of the week as well as review some other sight words that you have been introduced to this year. This is a paper, parents, that I sent home in the beginning of the year to just review and assess sight words with your children at home. And remember, these are words that don't follow a phonetic rule, which is why they're called sight words, because you really do need to memorize them by sight. So a lot of ways to keep it interesting are just by playing lots of fun games with these words, lots of repetition, putting them on flashcards, etc. So I'm going to show you today with my little pocket chart some different ways that we can do that. And if you look at this chart here, if any parent needs another paper, I'm happy to scan this and send it your way in an email. So just let me know or email me if you need one. All these words going down are words that we've introduced so far to the kindergartners, so that you can see there's 4 rows, and all these rows going down, first, second, and third row, all the way to the word green. That was our last sight word. Yellow, blue, and green were introduced the last 2 weeks. So then we're working on 3 new words this week: what, said, and was. And I'm going to show you some different ways that we could play some games together. And parents, like I said, if you are missing this sheet, just please send me an email. I'm happy to scan it your way and send it in an email. All right, so we're going to get started just by focusing on the words that we've already been introduced to. So I'm going to show you this word. We've done this color word last week. And instead of just like showing you it and letting you memorize it, there's different ways that we can spell this word. So some of the ways that we do this in our reading group, boys and girls, if you remember, we might whisper the letters, or we might tap out the letters, or sometimes we lasso the letters. So in other words, if I was to spell the word green with you, I would stretch that out, green, and I'll say, okay, let's lasso it, Green, and then I'll say, let's whisper it, Green. Well, these, boys and girls, I have some cards that are going to help you play different fun ways to spell these sight words. So these aren't usually some of the ways we've played in reading groups before, but these are just some fun new ways that you and your families can practice at home. So I have one that says here, do the robot. So we're going to pretend to move our arms and talk like a robot each time we chant the letters to the word. And then we're going to say the whole word like a robot. All right. So I'm sure you've seen different ways to move like a robot before. And we're going to try to spell the letters in green. So here I go. Ready? Green. Green. Can you try it with me? Here we go. Green. Green. Good job, guys. That was just a fun, silly way. Now I'm going to go over the next sight word with you, which is, this is a review. This is the color word blue. All right, and I'm going to pick one of these cards here to see what we get. So I got Rocky. What this says is, pretend you are a boxer and punch each letter in the word. When you spell the whole word, you're going to raise one hand in the air as if you are a champion as you shout out the word. So if you don't know this movie, I know your parents know, Rocky is a famous boxer, and it's filmed in Philadelphia. Maybe they'll show you a picture of Rocky. All right, he had boxing gloves on. We're going to pretend to box. We do this a lot when we count, but we're going to do it when we spell the word blue, okay? So look at this word. All right, and you're going to help me punch out. And at the very end, we're going to hold up one hand and shout like we're a champion. I'm going to move back a little. Here we go. B-L-U-E, blue. Now you're going to try it with me. Ready, go. B-L-U-E, blue. Ding, ding, ding. Good job, guys. Did you spell all those letters? Awesome job. And hey, if you want to make it more fun and get some boxing gloves on, go right ahead and have fun with it. Here comes the next word that we're going to review. This word is yellow. Yellow. And parents, I know that I can't hold up the word and do the actions at the same time, but you could put it here like in a little pocket chart or on a table. And here are the letters in yellow. And I'm going to pick a new one. This one says we're going to chant the letters in a deep voice. So really deep voice. I'm sure you've practiced this with Mrs. Berman in music before. So look at these letters, and we're going to chant in a really deep voice. Here we go. Y-E-L-L-O-W. Yellow. Can you try it with me now in your lowest voice possible? Y-E-L-L-O-W. Very good, guys. That was a little silly for me. Here comes our new sight words of the week. And like I said, we're going to put these on flashcards. Parents, that's really helpful to get your child to identify the new sight words. You might even have a spot at home. If you have like a refrigerator with magnets, you could put them there. If you have a little pocket chart, if you want to tape them maybe to the door in your bedroom, any way to make it fun. So just keep it interesting, all right? Here is our sight word of the week. This word is what. W-H-A-T, what. This is often used in an asking sentence. So if you're asking something and it ends in a question mark, this is usually one of our asking words, all right? It's asking you a question, like, what time is it? What, all right? So I'm going to try to spell these words like this. It says the volcano. We're going to start as a whisper, and we're going to get louder each time we say the letters to the word. And at the very end, we're going to erupt like we would a volcano and chant the word. Are you ready? So the word we're going to spell again is what. All right, so start off with a whisper, and then we're going to act like the volcano at the end. And here we go. Ready? W-H-A-T. What? Very good. Can you try it with me again? Go soft and a little bit louder each time you say a new letter. Ready? W-H-A-T. What? Very good, guys. Let's do our other word that we're going to practice. This is another new word. The word is said. S-A-I-D. Said. All right? So I'll pick another action, another way we can say this word. And we're going to fly like a bird. We're going to flap our arms like a bird. And each time we flap, we're going to say the letters. All right? Then we're going to flap really quick at the end as we chant the new word. The word is, if you could see it here, said. Said. S-A-I-D. We're going to flap like a bird. At the very end, we're going to flap really quick so you can watch me first and we'll practice together. Ready? S-A-I-D. Said. Very good, guys. Let's try it together. S-A-I-D. Said. Awesome job. Here's our last word of the week. This word is was. W-A-S, was. This is in the past tense. If it's not happening right now, we say that it was happening. All right. So if it is happening, that's present tense. If it already happened, that's in the past. It was happening. All right. So here comes our next way. Let me see if I could find one here. Oh, here's a good one. This one says we're going to use our monster voice. All right. It's called Monster Mash. Say each letter of the word in your scariest voice. Growl as you say the whole word and then shout boo at the end. Oh my goodness. So let's repeat those directions. For the Monster Mash, we're thinking of the word was, which is W-A-S. I'll leave it right up here so you guys can see. And we're going to say the letters in our scariest monster voice. And at the end, we're going to growl and say the word, and we're going to shout boo at the end. Oh, this is a fun one. All right, so watch me first, and then you guys can help me. Was. Here we go. Ready? W-A-S. Was. Boo. Can you say it with me? Here we go. The word is was. W-A-S. Was. Boo. Did that scare you? I'll try to be more scary next time. All right. So what I'm going to do now is try to get you guys to play a little game with me. A lot of these words, I'm not going to scramble them up like we did last week. I'm going to help you guys find for me the missing sight word. I'm going to try to read you these sentences, and there's going to be a sight word missing. These are the sight words that you have to choose from. It's going to be either the word was, the word what, or it's going to be, finding my word, the word said, okay? So it's one of these three words. We're going to say the sight words again, and you're going to try to read this with me really slow and see which one it is, all right? So remember, a sentence needs a capital letter. It needs punctuation at the end, and I'm going to read you these three words. This word you might already know, but if you don't know it, this is the word she. She blank playing soccer. Can you read it back with me as I point? Track that print. She blank playing soccer. Which word, boys and girls, fits in this sentence? Is it the word was? Is it the word said? Or is it the word what? I'll read it again. She blank playing soccer. And I'll use them all in the sentence to see which one makes sense to you. She was playing soccer. She said playing soccer. Or she what playing soccer? Very good, boys and girls. The word is she was playing soccer. So I'm going to fit that word. I made this card a little smaller so it can fit. She was playing soccer. So now I'm going to stick that here in my pocket chart. And I want you guys to help me read that as I tap the words. I'm not going to read with you. You're going to read as I tap. Ready? Now we'll read it together. She was playing soccer. I have a question for you guys. Is this a telling sentence or an asking sentence? Very good. It's a telling sentence. It uses a period at the end of the sentence. It's a telling sentence. Awesome job. I'm going to get a new sentence over here, and you guys can help me figure out which sight word goes with which. All right, so this one's a little longer. You know this word. This is the word my. Do you know this word? Mom. Blank. It is time for, I bet they ask this a lot, or they say this a lot to you, bed. Let's see if you guys can help me read this back. And remember, where we see the blank, that's where we're going to put one of our new sight words. And it's either going to be the word was, it's going to be the word said, or it's going to be the word what. All right, so let's see if you guys can help me. Let's read it back nice and slow. We're going to track the print. My mom blank. It is time for bed. I'm going to read it again slow. My mom blank. It is time for bed. Which word makes sense, boys and girls? Would it be was? Would it be said? Or would it be what? I'll hold it up here. You guys look carefully and you can decide which word fits. Let's read it slow. All these words we're going to plug in and see which one makes sense, okay? My mom was. It is time for bed. Does that sentence make sense? My mom said. It is time for bed. Or is it this one? My mom what? It is time for bed. Which one do you guys think it is? I bet you know. If you said it's the word said, you are right. Let's read it back and I'll plug this in. The word is said. S-A-I-D. So let's read it back slow. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to tap and you're going to try to read it on your own and then I'll help you at the end read it back. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? I bet your moms do say this a lot of times to you, especially if it's getting late. I know I say this to my two little ones. All right, here we go. We're going to read it slow. My mom said it is time for bed. There's that sight word, said. Very good, guys. You're getting the hang of it, and you're doing a great job. Here's our very last sentence. And you probably know all of these sight words. Do you know this word? Do. Awesome. Do you know this word? You. Awesome. Do you know this word? See. Awesome job. And do you notice the question mark, which means this is an asking sentence. It's asking a question. All right, so in this sentence, I'm going to read it back. And remember, this is the blank. This is where one of our sight words will go. And it will either be the word was, or said. All right, those are your choices since those are our 3 new words. All right, guys, let's see. I'm going to try to let you look at these for a minute and see which one you think makes sense. I'll read them to you. Ready? Here we go. Was, do you see? Does that make sense? What do you see? Does that make sense? Or is it this one? Said, do you see? I'll give you a couple seconds to decide which sight word do you think will go here. Remember, it's an asking sentence. I bet you guys got it. Good. The word is what? Very good. Now, in this case, you know, some sight words, if we're just using them in the middle of a sentence, they don't need capital letters. But because this word, what, is at the beginning, it needs an uppercase W. Do you notice how that's uppercase? So now I'm going to put this right in front, and we're going to read it back. You guys are going to read it to me as I tap, and then I'll help you read at the end. Can you tell me what kind of sentence this is first? Is it a telling or an asking? Look at the punctuation. It is an asking. It has that question mark at the end. It's asking you a question. It wants to find out something. What do you see? Now your turn to read. Since I read it first this time, your turn to read as I tap. Ready? Awesome job today, guys. So remember, make sight words fun. You could do shaving cream. You could do hide the sight words and try to find them. You could rainbow write them. You can do your invisible ink. There's so many fun, creative ways that you can learn and practice these words. And like I said, parents, you can easily, if you don't have index cards, I just went ahead and used construction paper and cut out a lot of these words. Keep them somewhere handy and visible so that your child can become more familiar as time goes on. Thanks and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.